Just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling out there? Happy Monday. We are back with another episode. I hope everybody had a great weekend. You know, we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well, because we do make sure we keep that green mind state. What's going on, Broadway Joe? I see Simo in the building. Will Stumbling in the building. GMS fam, check in the live chat. Let me know you in here so we can get this show started. Like I said, I hope you had a great weekend. I had a very long weekend. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kid had an extra long weekend, so we were able to kick it for a while and you know, enjoy our MEA weekend to the best of our abilities. So shout out to that. And getting a long weekend, especially us as parents. Shout out Glittery Bubbles. I see you, GMS fam. We got so much to talk about today, man. And the first thing we got to start out with is what's been making its rounds around the internet for the past week, maybe even more. What up, Justin? I see you, bro. Joe Budden and his former co-host Rory and Mal, they cannot seem to let this go. This gripe that they have with each other, the turmoil, the accusations of theft run rampant in between this entanglement of bullshit, if you will. Here we go. So, as you know, the Joe Budden podcast, the original 3, Joe Budden, Rory, and Mal, they all dispersed after they had some grievances with each other due to what Rory and Mal are saying were financial issues, due to, you know, not being able to see contracts, not being able to see accounting, not being able to see the numbers behind what they were very successful at doing. Now, when this happened, Joe Budden let it be known that he, or matter of fact, let me be honest. Let me not speak from a place of knowing. I don't know if Joe showed them or if Joe expressed to the public first that he showed them accounting or a form of accounting, but I do know my first time hearing about it was when Mal spoke on the fact that he gave them a Microsoft printout that wasn't even official paperwork of the accounting that was going on in between their business. So that was a red flag to me, but at the same time, you know, business is business, and sometimes things get tricky, and you never know how things are, and you never know what people sign. You don't know the intricacies and the ins and outs of what be going on. Now, they had their battle back and forth, their war of words, and they dispersed. Joe brought on two more co-hosts, Ice and Ish, who definitely complement the Joe Budden podcast very well because they're older and they get certain subjects. I think, and here's the thing, shout out to my brother Fu. He's an avid Joe Budden podcast listener, and one thing he said that I want to make sure I put out here is that the dynamic, you know, some people may say, oh, it's different or it's not the same because Rory and Mal aren't there, but the conversation, in my opinion, is more grown up, and that's what my guy told me. So I wanted to listen for myself and see what he meant by that, because you know Rory and Mal are two grown men, but the conversation and understanding certain things and putting certain things together, as you know, when it comes to experience and certain things in life as grown men, I think that Joe Budden and Ice and Ish have a nice dynamic within that. Rory and Mal have a nice dynamic together, and I think that was great for them to disperse and do their own thing. But after, you know, Rory and Mal are doing their thing and Joe Budden and his people are doing their thing, more dust got kicked up. And with this dust came real smoke. And, you know, before, you know, Joe Budden, he'd blank their names out, or they wouldn't mention, you know, Joe by name, or they, you know, if there was any comments that referenced either party while they were on their platforms, respectfully, they wouldn't go in or drop each other's names. But recently, all of that changed. Do I have a moderator in here that can get this fucking buffoonery out of here? Hold on one second. Let me get it out of here. Talking about some hot sex. Hot sex my ass. Pause. All right, now. Joe Budden went to his podcast because of some remarks that were made, and I guess he said, you know what, enough is enough. Let me go ahead and speak my mind and speak clearly and direct. So this point, he didn't decide to bleep out Mal's name. He decided to keep it in so everybody knew exactly who he was talking about. Listen to this right here.
Which leads me to my very next statement. Mal, not only did I not steal from you, you have never had anything worth me stealing from you. No matter how many new beginnings you start, and no matter how many of these new people you get around, some of us know you. That would be me. So please stop spreading these lies. You've never had anything for me to steal from. That's not the nature of this relationship. This is some sick role reversal shit going on. And I'm not mad at nobody else calling me a thief. But you can't call me no fucking thief. No, I will not have it.
Interesting.
You've never pulled your own weight.
Oh, wow.
The first never meant nothing to you. It's never been like responsibilities. You never got up and carried your own shit. It's always been another nigga around to help you do it. And you don't speak to them niggas no more neither. So this is not Joe specific. Stop putting smut on my name. I'm gonna start showing up for myself, because that's my problem with the fucking internet. Y'all don't know none about none of these niggas. All of them, the whole industry. And niggas get a mic with no fucking resume and just get to talking and talking and talking.
So that right there was enough to ruffle the feathers of Mal. And I know a little bit of Rory, but mostly Mal, because here's the thing, man. Before I play this next clip of Mal responding to what Joe had to say, listen to this, man. It's everybody has probably been through this once in their life with somebody that they're really close with, and it got to a point where they can't be friends anymore. And it wasn't just they can't be friends anymore, but words were exchanged, and now there's real beef between, not even just real beef, but just a real problem between each other, to where there's being words exchanged, and now things are public, and everybody's finding out bits by bits what the problem is. What's fucked up is now people start to really say the things that they've been thinking their whole life. See, here's a problem with being around people that you tolerate instead of people that you really value. If I value our friendship and the things that we've done and the things that we've accomplished, there's nothing that I would say about you personally in your personal life or your come up of anything that you went through while we were cool and things that we went through together, I would use against you to make you look bad. And what I mean by that is, you know, Joe using the, you know, he's never carried his own. He doesn't know anything about the first of the month. He's always had to have another nigga with him to help him. But it's like, as a rapper, Joe, you probably understand more than anybody that it takes a conglomerate of people to help you succeed, especially in that space, in the entertainment space, in the music space. It can't just be a one-man ship. Now, when it comes to somebody having to like pay their bills or keep a roof over their head, it's one thing. But in this game, man, and especially the fact that you guys used to live together, you guys were actually friends, like really, and in both their words, considered each other family. You have to have a level of understanding there. But also in this instance, I can understand Joe's feelings when it comes to somebody accusing him of stealing. And it's crazy because I want to word this the right way, because people will hear something and think that, you know, it's truth. But here's the real story behind it. I can relate to how Joe feels in this moment, but without knowing the exact details, because I don't know if he actually stole anything from these guys or not. But I've been there when somebody close to me accused me of stealing something from them, and I never did. And it was a moment where our friendship got fucked up for a while, because here he is saying I did X, Y, and Z. Here I am knowing I didn't do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and at one point you get to a point where if somebody's accusing you of something you didn't do, at one point you just don't give a fuck. And I'm saying this for a reason, because later I'm gonna let you know what Joe just said recently, a new podcast that came out today. And clearly he don't give a fuck no more. I'll let you know what he said in a minute, but first, let's get to this reply after Joe said what he said initially. Here's what Mal had to say on the next podcast of the Rory and Mal, new Rory and Mal.
But I'm willing to go on your platform, your new show, that still has my blood, sweat, and tears in it. Because everything you, and I know that's what pains him. I know that's what pains him. Every time he pay for pussy, that's some of my money. Every single time he pay for pussy, that's some of my money.
Some of your pussy.
Every vacation, every vacation he take a chick on, that's some of my money he using. And that pains him. The most money he ever made in his life, he made sitting next to me. That pains him. I know that pains him, but we had a beautiful thing. It worked.
I thought so. All built together, and I didn't think it was such a hard thing to say that the three of us built it together.
It pains him.
I didn't know that was such a difficult
All that Balenciaga
idea.
he's wearing, I'm paying for it.
I want to make a shirt with Mal's face on it, just like this, just like you see right here, with the words over it that says "It pains him."
It pains him. It hurts. Every time he think he's fresh, he look in the mirror. I paid for it.
I can assure you, I did not buy these Lululemons with our corporate card. It was on my personal.
It's okay. You're my guy. Go ahead, swipe it. It's all good. It's all good.
The lose.
It pains him. Every
Half these
single
lose
time.
is yours?
Yeah. Every single time. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go to the strip club, you throw
Smoke
singles. Those is my faces on them singles. It pains them. It hurts.
It's like Usher Bucks.
Oh, it hurts.
Usher Bucks.
It has to
Oh,
hurt.
yeah.
It's funny. That,
It hurts.
Mhm.
But we had a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Was.
Just
Mal said he was spending mall bucks.
It was the greatest podcast of
oh
all time.
God. But again, it pains him because you know the notoriety and the cloud and the attention that he wanted as a solo artist.
Mhm.
He attained that sitting next to two guys that he feels like has no resume. Who are these guys?
Mhm.
They didn't put in the pain and the industry and go through the ringer like I did. So now that we got a 6, 7, 8 figure, whatever it was, we don't even know.
we don't know.
We didn't see the contract. It pains
funny.
him.
That's
It
funny.
hurts.
That's funny. I can't lie. That's funny. I like that Ball had a sense of humor about that, even though he's actually heard about it. You got to have a sense of humor to some extent. Here's the thing, man. It pains him. It pains him to know that Joe won't admit that he allegedly stole from him. It pains him. And here's the thing, man, because it goes both ways with the it pains him story. They're both in pain. And trust me, I know. When you used to call somebody a brother, you actually, and on top of that, not even just that, man. Think about this, man. Think about your best friend right now. Y'all, think about your best friend right now. Somebody who you'll call immediately if you won the lotto. Somebody you call immediately if something great, something bad, something crazy, anything. Think of your best friend right now. And imagine y'all started something together and then it started to become wildly successful to where deals, $1 million deals are being set on the table in front of you. Y'all like, yo, it's really happening. It's here. We got it. We good. And then this is the classic story of when money gets involved, it fucks up everything. Everything. And here's the fucked up part. When it starts getting chippy and people start going back and forth throwing shots and throwing personal shots and saying certain things that they know is gonna pull heartstrings and mess with people's feelings, that's when gloves start coming off one by one. So this is what happened next on the Joe Budden podcast. Listen to this.
You accused me of stealing.
Again,
You got to be shitting me.
I never had a conversation with them. They might have some.
Then show it. It wouldn't just be 2 years of whatever the fuck you saying and whatever you think. It's over now. The niggas landed, we landed, everybody landed okay, but you wouldn't just keep saying that. See, their plans wanted to be fueled on hate for Joe. My plans was only fueled on work ethic.
Again, I can't.
That's what I was betting on moving forward. Yo, at the end of the relationship, the product was bad. And the product is bad because people feel however they feel and they bringing those feelings to work. And I'm the person that's funding this and looking at it. So I have to make an executive decision at some point and stop coddling people, especially when the coddling leads to you being investigative to not only me, but all these beautiful, great people that are working for you for 2 years.
Joe is really good at using certain words and using the ability to kind of move around the point at hand. Joe has audacity syndrome. The audacity. He has the audacity syndrome where he feels that people shouldn't have the audacity to question him, or not even just question him, but just check him on shit, or want to see accounting or want to see the proof behind some shit. He feels because of what he was able to do with his name and the brand that he doesn't have to do certain things that honestly would be courtesy if I'm working with individuals who I consider friends, especially if I'm not stealing from them and I'm not taking shit from them. I think, and it's crazy because nobody really ever talks about the fact that this all wouldn't have happened if legit paperwork was laid out. Because clearly, I mean, I don't take Mal and Rory to be stupid. I do take the entertainment industry to be fickle and to be weird and messed up, and people will do anything just for clicks and to continue to have their names circulating and trending topics. But I don't take them to be stupid or idiotic. And if they say that they haven't seen legit paperwork with accounting or anything, taxes or anything that has to do with the numbers of what they did as a conglomerate when they were a part of the Joe Budden podcast, I will take their word for it. And the fact that I would is because Joe's reasoning behind that. I don't know if this is the clip where Joe said it, but I'm gonna try to remember to tell you what his reasoning for not showing the accounting was after I finish this.
So you're right. It's all my fault because you let it sit. You don't nip it in the bud from the jump, and then cancer spreads.
Yeah, I think that, and this is my personal opinion. Again, I kind of walk a fine line when I address that situation. I just think
and I appreciate that.
I think that better communication from all parties involved lands you guys in a different space.
Ish, that's also a part of my problem, because you've been coddled for as long as you've been coddled. And then when it all went down, you didn't have a conversation. You didn't look niggas in the face and say what the fuck was going on with you. You want to do internet games. I don't want to do internet games. If you got some proof that I took something from you, which I don't see a world where I could ever take something from you, I don't, then show it. Or take your money, go get your lawyer, go to court, do whatever you got to, come take it back. Take any action.
Now, he's saying come take it back. This is emotional, Joe, a little bit. He's telling somebody to come take it back because he's that confident that he didn't have anything to do with what these guys are saying. Fucked up part is his excuse for why he didn't show the accounting is because he was hurt. That's not a good excuse when you're dealing with business. You're not supposed to mix feelings with business. Joe knows this. Joe knows this very well. But he is somebody who has historically mixed feelings with business. That is something Joe has historically done over the years, whether it be with rapping or whether it be with the podcast, whether it be with Complex. Feelings always get mixed in with business. And to a certain extent, they have to be, but not to the level of where you destroy everything around you or other people's livelihoods because you are selfish enough to crash and burn everything without regard of anybody else. And having the excuse of my feelings were hurt, that's why I didn't show the accounting, is something where if I was Ice and Ish, who I believe Ish is the one whose contract is supposed to be coming up right now to be negotiated, I would be a little nervous to hang around with Joe. I don't think Joe's a horrible person. I don't think Joe's a bad person. I just think that this situation in itself, especially when it comes to business and when it comes with money being involved, I would be very careful with somebody who says, I didn't show the accounting because I was hurt. Regardless if a motherfucker told you to your face or accused you to your face and said they think you were stealing. If they thought you were stealing and you saying you didn't, oh, my feelings could be hurt, but I feel even more relieved and more, I'd be more aware if I was to give you the proof of me not stealing from you and be like, oh, so here's the proof. Clearly I didn't steal from you. I don't know where you got that from or why you feel that way. But if this is something that's going to be a part of our friendship, our business relationship, I don't want to move forward with that. If you just going to pop out of the woodworks talking about I'm stealing, just because of the money that's on the table and because of the type of cuts that we getting, then I see that you're a problem. And you're going to be somebody like a Young Buck in G Unit where this person is getting this much and that person's getting this much in G Unit, and you want the same as that guy because you believe that you're better than that guy or you're on the same level, X, Y, and Z. That's not how business works. You can negotiate it. Oh, yeah, go ahead and negotiate your deal. Be the person that says, hey, if I bring a lot to the table and I do X, Y, and Z and I know I'm worth this and that and I'm going to make you guys a significant amount of money, I deserve to negotiate my contract the way it should be. But don't escape reality. If it's the Joe Budden podcast and Rory and Mal are co-hosts, clearly the bigger cut is going to go to Joe. But like I read earlier, say if there's YouTube money coming in and I'm not giving a cut to my guys off the YouTube money, I am stealing from them. I don't know how Joe looks at it. I don't know how he perceives it, but that's how I feel. And I would really hope that these guys figure this situation out, because while they're, and Joe just said today, matter of fact, let me read this, because like I said, I was going to say what Joe said today. Listen to this. Joe said, he was on there clowning today. He said, if I stole that money gone, he said, that money gone, nigga, quit crying and get a bag. That's Joe. That's what Joe said. He said, if I stole that money gone, stop crying and get a bag. How y'all feel about that? Let me read some of y'all comments. Black Hippie Ricky said, to be for real, I don't like the way Joe is going about it, not showing the accounting, but I also believe that Rory and Mal might have not have a legal leg to stand on business-wise. Okay. Simo said, everybody gangster until they have to go through litigation. Binky Bianca in the building. What's going on, sis? She said, Joe is all about feelings and dramatics. Joshua said, pump it up. Ronald said, this nigga Joe stay moving the goalposts. Joe pays them peanuts on the dollar. Infinite Umber says, I don't know enough of these dudes to know who is lying or telling the truth, so I don't jump to the side of any of them. True. I just say it's been a while now, and popping up again is silly. Hey, and like I said earlier, man, I don't put nothing past the entertainment shit, because, you know, when niggas' numbers get low, that's when you start hearing them coming up in trending topics, because they mentioned somebody they had problems with that they weren't talking about a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a month ago, and nobody was even talking about their situation. So it's like, you know, it's tricky like that. This shit does happen. Like right now, the academics in the Lil Baby situation, there's no real beef there. Ak is a fan of Lil Baby. The fact that Lil Baby dissed academics twice on his album is the only reason that Ak is over there talking shit. But the real reason he's talking shit is because his interpretation is, hey, Lil Baby wants to use my name for clicks and for attention. I'm gonna use his name for the same thing. So Ak is going out there saying outlandish shit, or not even really outlandish shit, but he's basically throwing shots at Lil Baby because he knows it's gonna, you know, get attention and people are gonna talk about it, and it's part of the entertainment aspect of it. So I don't put it past anybody. Now, I really hope these guys do work this shit out, because like I said, it always happens where something starts and is great and there's money being put on the table and then people don't know what to do with themselves and how to maneuver, when they could be getting a bag together and could be consistent together and could be knowing their roles and knowing what parts they play and knowing how to really work a machine together instead of being in a selfish way. And I'm talking about all parties, with Joe, Rory, and Mal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that they want to be in a boss position because they see the difference between being the co-host or being the leader. But sometimes you have to know your position. We was talking about this a few weeks ago when we talked about Tony Yayo's appearance on Math Hoffa. Tony Yayo is somebody who knows his position. He knows what role he plays, and he's not going to be somebody who it has this wild idea of what he feels like he should be getting, opposed to the reality of the situation. You know, some people got to work together. That bag is going to come. Y'all got to make that shit go. And that's why I got to shot. And I don't want to use this as a shot at Joe Budden and them, because the caption for this video is ridiculous. I don't think that you need to throw shade or to talk down on anybody else's platform or anybody else, period, to lift up anybody else. And that seems to happen a lot, not just in the entertainment industry, but just in our culture as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could do something good in the culture, and then somebody will make a post like, hey, look at so-and-so. You don't see this going on with this person or that group or that business because these people. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You cause indirect beef with people who could be getting money together and who could be growing together and be collabing together and make content together, because you want to pin them against each other and make this some type of competition when there's enough money for everybody. And what I mean by that is Gillie and Wallo, $1 million worth of game podcast, allegedly just signed a new deal with Barstool Sports for $100 million. That's allegedly. We don't know for sure. It is not confirmed yet, but speculation is that it was $100 million. And I can tell you right now, the way that I saw Gillie crying, I can tell you, I can give you an educated guess that it was worth $100 million. Check this out right here. Hold on, they had some other music going for it, but I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. So let me change the music for this situation. Let me turn it up. This is them signing a deal with Barstool Sports, allegedly $100 million. Gillie the kid holding a big, stupid, dumbass Amsterdam bottle for no reason. Tears falling down his face, looking at a contract that's about to change his life and his family's life forever. Wallo over there singing his ass off because he realized his bank account is about to go up 100 times more. Imagine, how would you feel in this moment? How would you feel in this moment? If you was Gillie, if you was Wallo, how would you feel? Oh, trust me, I know they sponsored by New Amp. Every time I watch they shit, hold on, we gotta do a sponsor real quick. Let me go ahead and talk about New Amsterdam vodka. Hold on. Let me do my Gillie impression. Hold on. New Amsterdam vodka. If you willy ain't right and your stroke ain't tight, what you need? A shot of New Amsterdam vodka. You at work. Your boss on your ass, he's saying you ain't about to get a raise. You know what's gonna make that feel better? A new shot of New Amsterdam vodka. This dude they be going in for New Amsterdam vodka, nigga. I don't know what it is. I feel like New Amsterdam got a grip on them niggas, but they must be paying them niggas a lot. But shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them, man. Regardless of how much it was, I'm really happy for those guys, man, because they deserve it. They work really hard, and they had a lot of great interviews, man, and great conversations with people. And on top of that, you know, a nice handful of their interviews that they, not even just a handful, but, you know, just being able to interview some people who are not currently here anymore. You know what I'm saying? And having those conversations, like a lot of people run back to certain conversations that they had with certain people, you know, after their death, and it strikes chords with people because they realize how real it is out here. And they deserve it. I think they really do deserve it. They work hard for it. I think Wallo is in the same is on the same list as a Mike Tyson, as a Steve-O. And what I mean by that is a redemption story. Not a lot of people can say they was locked up for 20 years and come back, and do the same thing that Wallo's doing. And I gotta give him, I gotta commend him for that, because not only is he changing his life for the better, but he's actively out here trying to change other people's lives for the better. Going out here talking to other convicts and talking to other felons or just groups of kids, and even putting up those motivational videos. You know what I'm saying? At first, people were like, "Oh, this is funny. Look at Wallo running in the rain," and saying, and the next thing you know, people started really listening to what the fuck he was saying, and was like, "Hold up, this nigga's saying some shit." And then people started turning that into their ritual, man. All right, let's and every morning, that's another thing about Wallo's hustle. He knows, all right, let me get this to him early in the morning. First thing when people wake up, they see this. They need to know. They need to get this word out so the rest of their day can go solid. And I appreciate that out of people, because that's people doing, that's humans doing human work. When you talk about putting the work in and talking about actually trying to help change people's lives or help change the mentality of people, we already know we see a lot of fucked up shit on a daily. People get traumatized every single day, man, for breakfast. All you got to do is hop on the internet, look at what's going on. You're going to get traumatized some way, somehow. Some fucked up shit's going to happen. There was just a mass shooting in St. Louis, I think it was, out of school. Wake up in the morning and get traumatized. That's how the way the world works. So if you're somebody out here doing your part by trying to help and trying to be a positive light in the world, man, you're doing your job as a human being. So shout out to Wallo, shout out to Gillie, shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game. Now, I seen something trending, man, and I got to talk about it. It's two different things I want to talk about. First, I want to talk about this video that just came across my timeline before I went live. I seen Kevin Samuels trending. I'm like, man, even after death, man, Kevin Samuels still catches trending topics on Twitter. How does this happen? What is going on? What's the problem, right? And I see this video pop up on my feed, and there's a girl right here, right? She's on TikTok. It's a TikTok video with the caption that reads, "When you're 36 and realize them hot girl years didn't get you shit but felonies and a baby. You're still trying to recoup losses because you didn't build a career or go the good girl route, and now you're overweight, a single mother, and depressed. I fucked up." And here she is. There's a song playing, so I can't play it for copyright reasons, but she's visibly shook and crying and hurt. Now, this is what she had to say.
Thank y'all. It was a lot of support from the men, and I'm not a pick-me, but fellas, I do have to agree with Kevin Samuels, because it hit me yesterday what he was talking about. And even though, y'all, I didn't like how Kevin was talking to women, and at first I was like, what you mean what I bring to the table? I am the table. No, you're not. No, you're not. And that's okay. That's okay, because I have to be honest with myself, y'all, and accountability. And it hurts. It hurts being honest with yourself, y'all. I'm not.
Now, make jokes if you want to. Say it's funny. Say I told you so. But there's something about a self-accountability that's way more valuable than I told you so or gotcha moment. And we need this out of a big group of women. I wholeheartedly wish that this was something that happened to somebody like, I don't know, maybe Cynthia G. That's a little far-fetched. But I mean, those are the type of people that are going on the internet trying to corrupt and brainwash other women to feel the same way she feels, because she was hurt and because she can't take accountability for the fucked up things going on in her life. So misery loving company is a big thing with a lot of people. I was about to say women, but people in general, because that's a human trait. People don't like to be sad by themselves. They want other people to be sad with them, or, oh, I can't find a significant other, so somebody else who out here happy in their relationship, let me throw a wrench in it because I can't find somebody to be happy with. Self-accountability is important. And more people have to take it. More people have to take self-responsibility and self-accountability. And I see one of those people. It's Chance the Rapper. Yes, that's right. I don't know if you saw it. Now, granted, I didn't see what he liked because in classic fashion, when things go trending, people move fast to clear that shit up. But I saw Chance the Rapper's name trending. I was like, oh shit, what's going on? Is it new music? Is he back on the prowl? What is he doing? Clicked on the trending topic and all I saw was memes and jokes. I said, uh-oh, what happened? And in the gist of things, Chance the Rapper was caught liking a pornographic video, right? Which is like, okay, cool, whatever. Who cares? So what? People are like, oh, he's married. So what? So what? He likes some porn. Twitter's the new place for porn now. Apparently, there's a lot of pornographic images on Twitter now. Crazy images, graphic images, all types of shit. But this wasn't your ordinary type of pornographic imagery. These were images or a video or a picture, I don't know, of transsexual porn. Now, full disclaimer, that's what you like, do your thing. Has nothing to do with me. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I don't watch it. Simple as that. But do you. What you do doesn't affect me. But see, here's the thing. Chance has a wife. And not just, his wife, but like the things that people have said about his wife. It made people think, which it didn't help his situation, because I know Chance and I know his wife has seen some of the things that people have said about her. She's a handsome woman. She is a woman, by the way. They have children together. All right, I've seen her pregnant. She's a woman. She's a handsome woman. Shout out to Chance the Rapper, man. He's a very talented dude. I've seen Chance the Rapper live here in Minnesota before. Incredible concert. Shout out to Drum as well. He was there. But it left people to talking. Now, if there's any ladies here, I see you, Glittery Bubbles. I see you, Grits. Wait, I forgot it. Is Grits? Grits is a woman. If there's any ladies in the chat, please explain to me, what would you do if you found out your husband, not just like you caught him, but the internet, like everybody in society found out that he was liking certain porn that didn't coexist with what you felt his attraction was. And not only that, but you were kind of tough in the face. So I'm just asking. He said, you seen her pregnant stomach? Yes. We saw her. What would you do? How would you handle this situation? What would you say? How would it be an automatic it's over? Would there be a conversation like, talk to me? Are you really attracted to me? Are you just using me as a way to try to get through society because you're scared to come out the closet? What is it, sir? What would the ladies tell me? What would you do in this situation? Now, here's the thing about Twitter likes, man, and I don't know why people haven't caught on to this yet, because there's a whole section for it. Like, if you go on a Twitter account right now on your phone, you will see the sections. You'll see tweets and replies, media, and likes. You can literally see what people like on Twitter. And I don't know if there's a button or a setting that prevents that or hides that. So you have to be cautious on what you like on Twitter. And it's funny because this situation actually goes hand in hand with something that I discovered earlier this year, I believe. I believe it was early this year, maybe late last year, or could have been earlier. It could have been earlier this year. It could have been at the top of this year. I discovered some things because there's a certain somebody who has a Twitter account that's now private. Private for good reasons, because the motherfucker found out I knew about this shit. But somebody with a Twitter account who didn't know that their likes were visible. And I saw the wildest shit in the world. And because, oh my God, because, oh man, it takes everything out of me not to like show what I had, because oh man, let me chill out. But it's insane how some people really do hide from their truths. And I understand how difficult it is in society to try to be 100% who you are. So let me not try to act like, you know, it's just super easy and these people just are just fucking just wimps. But some of these people have spent their lives trying to pretend to be something else, try to act hard, try to join gangs. They try to be extra alpha male or try to portray themselves as alpha male, knowing damn well they are soft as marshmallows and they like some nasty shit. Chance the Rapper, I'll just say this, Chance the Rapper isn't the only person y'all know of who likes this type of thing. But see, I don't know about Chance. I don't think Chance is the person that walks around trying to shit on that community or actively try to talk about that community, knowing damn well he likes that community. I don't think Chance is that type of person. So there's the difference in that. Let me see what Glittery had to say. I ran into an ex at a gay pride holding pinky fingers with a trans woman. My company had a float in the parade. I was looking for my coworkers before the parade began, and I saw him cupcaking with her. Oh, damn. And it was in Atlanta. Well, that shouldn't have been a shocker. That shouldn't have shocked you at all. You was in the Mecca. You was in ground zero, motherfucker. You was right there in the shits. Damn, man. It takes a lot to try to be a proper human being and not try to be what people would try to call messy. Because honestly, you know, some people deserve it. Some people deserve being put on blast because of the things that they've done. It'll only be karma for these people. But at the end of the day, I let fate take its place. I let reality do its work. I don't like to just, you know, create things and put things out into the universe like that. I let things happen naturally. But if there's anybody here in the chat that wants to join my Instagram live after this show is over, I may show some receipts from some things that you may not know about. So if you do have Instagram, anybody that has Instagram, make sure it's right here. The name of my Instagram is right here, okay? Black GMS, BLACKKGMS, all one word. Let me say it one more time. BLACKKGMS, all one word. Follow that Instagram. Should I do it? Should I go live? Put a 1 in the chat if I should go live and show some things. Put a 2 if I shouldn't. Cause I mean, you gonna actually have to show up. That's the thing. Like if y'all don't show up, I ain't doing shit. But if you want me to, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But other than that, other than the bullshit, I do say, I hope that everybody lives long and prospers on that Star Wars shit, Star Wars side of the game. All right, he said go live. Yeah, if y'all niggas don't show up, I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna just get out of live and go chill. I don't give a fuck. But if you gonna show up, if you don't get to the Instagram live, I say you show up. I say you follow me on there and tune into the live, because there's some things he might not know about get popped up into the live. You know, you never know. You never know. But as for the show, right now, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I would most appreciate it, GMS fam. If you really do support the GMS show, hit that Cash App, man. Support us in a real motherfucking way. Put a GMS in the chat. Also, when this live is over, refresh the page, come back and put a comment in the comment section. Show your love and help with those algorithms. I want to see y'all put the comments in the comment section when the live is over, man. It'll just show some real love, man. I much appreciate it. I really love that shit, man. So thank y'all. Who gonna be in the Instagram live? I'm going live right after this. Literally right after this. As soon as this shit cuts off, as soon as this shit goes black, I'm live on Instagram. Alright? We gonna go through some shit. I'm feeling devious today. Why not? Oh, and bring your burner account, motherfucker. Because I know you be watching me on the low. Bring your burner account. I know you're gonna want to enjoy this. It's gonna make you mad, brother. I know you want to comment so bad from your burner account. Call me a bitch or some shit. I know you want to. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Do it, motherfucker. What I'm finna do on IG, pass the ladder, come on over and see. Something you don't want to miss. If you a 5150 fan, you might want to pull up. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. GMS fam, the green room. Going over to the IG. Leave a comment at the end of this video when the live is over. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App if you want to. Hit the like button. We out, motherfucker. I'll see y'all on IG.